What is good, everyone? And today I'm going to be sharing my list of what I think was the top 10 best WWE SummerSlam moments of 2024. SummerSlam was a great pay-per-view. I enjoyed everything. And we finna get into this list and we finna see if y'all agree with me or not. So at number 10, I got Cody Rhodes retaining the WWE Undisputed Championship. What a great match that was. Everything that built towards that match, and the right person won at the end. That's all I got to say about that. Number 9, Drew McIntyre defeats CM Punk. Now, I like that ending. It's not the person I was going for. I was honestly going for CM Punk. But we all saw what happened at the end when CM Punk got frustrated at Seth Rollins, hit him with the GTS, and that was the reason why Drew was able to use that advantage to pick up the win at the end. And I think it just continues to feud more between Seth and Punk, but you already know that Punk's still going to have some problems with Drew. And you already know Drew is going to make fun of Punk at Raw. So I just thought that was a good ending. And to be honest, the feud between these three men was going to continue no matter the ending anyway. But that is just what added more intensity going towards the future. So I thought that was a good ending. At number 8, Damian versus Gunther. In my opinion, Damian versus Gunther was match of the night. It was so intense, so brutal. Both of them men was just tearing each other apart. And everything that was going on when Finn Balor got involved just made the match better, in my opinion. Especially with, well, I can't say what happened, but everything that was happening during that. The moment that Finn Balor came to ringside, the moment he interfered with the match, it just made everything 10 times better. I enjoyed that match from start to finish. And once again, that just showed why people need to stop sleeping on Damian as a wrestler. Because he just went in there and put on, like I said, in my opinion, he went in there with Gunther and put on the best match of the night. So Damian versus Gunther is number 8. And number 7, Braun Breaker defeating Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, there was a lot of title changes at SummerSlam, more than we expected. And I gotta say, this was the most underwhelming one, mainly because it took it having to be a rematch for us to get this result. And sometimes that's not a bad thing, yeah, but, you know, Braun Breaker defeats Sami Zayn, and all the craziness that was going down at SummerSlam, this is not even going to be a top 5 moment for most people. But, hey, that's just my opinion. I'm probably tripping. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still happy Braun Breaker won. I'm happy. I just felt like the booking overall between these two could have been better. So that's why that is the first title change that's on the list so far. It's the lowest spot, but still a good moment. Still enjoyed it. And I wanted Braun Breaker to win regardless. It's just the feud could have been better. At number 6, speaking of title changes, Nia Jax defeats Bayley for the Women's Championship. Now, I'm not going to lie. Out of all the moments that happened at SummerSlam, the most shocking one was Nia Jax winning this title. I did not know Nia Jax was going to win. I was so confident that Bayley was going to win either clean or through Tiffany trying to cash in. Nia Jax beating Bayley was not on my bingo card. So what a shocking surprise moment that was. Nia Jax has been doing great work, so I don't think many fans is going to be upset with that. And I would love to see how long they keep Nia Jax and Tiffany as a tag team moving forward. So that was a good moment. And Bayley has had a good little run. Could have been better, but, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Number 5. LA Knight, becomes your United States champion. Now this, out of all the SummerSlam moments that happened, there was a few moments that most wrestling fans wanted to see for a long time. And one of the moments was LA Knight finally getting what he deserved for a long time. And that's a championship. And not only just a championship, but he defeated Logan Paul for the United States Championship. Now, I will be the first to say this was much needed because Logan Paul was not doing that title justice. This man has been the champ for 100 plus days. Fun fact, the longest champ out of all the new champions that we've gotten building into and after WrestleMania 40. And he has only defended the title 3 times. Now, I know we've seen inactive champions before, but it just wasn't that fun when Logan Paul was doing it. So I'm happy that LA Knight defeated Logan. And like I said, Knight really deserved this. So, and just the way that he won too was great. The way that he won after he got hit with the brass knuckles and we was all scared. And then Knight still at the end caught Logan and ended up winning. Such a huge moment, and you could tell everyone enjoyed that. Now that's number 5. Number 4, Gunther becomes the world champion. Now, I will be the first to say I wanted Gunther to become the world champion ever since it was announced that he's going to take on Damian. And we all know that promo that Gunther cut a couple weeks ago. Man, that promo, that heel promo from Gunther was so good, it had me cheering for Damian again. I'm not going to lie. Gunther had me heated. But I'm happy that Gunther won. And like I said earlier, I had their match at number 8. But because of how good that match was, everything that happened, and I feel like the right person won, especially since Damian does not need the title right now, at least, for everything that's about to happen with him. It's a fresh champion for the company. Everyone either likes or respects Gunther. So I feel like Cody and Gunther being your 2 world champions of WWE moving forward, there's nothing wrong with that. The right person won. Good match, good result. At number 3, the reason why Gunther was able to become your world champion was because of reason number 3. Finn Balor turns on Damian Priest. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some of us felt like it was going to happen. But these was one of the moments where you can feel like it's going to happen, but it's still shocking. When Damian Priest told Finn Balor that he don't need him for all these weeks, all these months, in my opinion at least, I felt like that was building up to what could be and should be a breakup between the two. Now, they did it kind of different though. My vision of the breakup was Finn Balor being the face and Damian Priest turning on him as the heel. But we got this instead, and I'm not mad at it. Especially when you look at everything else that's going on with Judgment Day right now, I think this was a good way to do it. And I can't wait to see everything that happens moving forward. The Judgment Day, first of all, I think the Judgment Day is fully broken up now since it's been multiple turns. But I will say this was a great way to do it. And because of that, like I said, Gunther became your world champion. So it was a great match between Damian and Gunther that had a good ending that didn't really make Damian look weak. If anything, that was the most OP version of Damian I've ever seen. And that's how you drop a title looking good. So Finn Balor turns on Damian as number 3. Now we at our top 2 moments. Everyone's top 2 moments is going to be the same. The question is, which one going to be 2 and which one going to be 1? Well, for me, number 2, Dominic turns on Rhea Ripley. Do I have to say more? Everything about that was perfect. It did it. I wanted Dom to turn on Rhea as well. But he did it in a way I didn't think he'd do it. I wanted Dom to attack Rhea to help Liv win. But I like how they did it. Because it made it seem like Dom accidentally costed Rhea the title. And then after we saw Liv retain from hitting her finisher on the steel chair, you saw that Dom had a smile on his face after the referee counted to 3. And that's when everyone was like, oh my God, he did it on purpose. And then what put the icing on the cake was when Dominic and Liv kissed, and you just saw the heartbreak emotions from Rhea Ripley. Chef kiss. Everything about that was done so good. And I love that moment had a effect on the rest of the Judgment Day stuff that was happening throughout the night. Because as you can see, that affected Damian so much to the point where Damian was getting aggressive with Finn backstage because they didn't know where Dom was. And he was like, did you know? And that's another reason, by the way, why I'm happy that Damian turned, why Finn turned on Damian. But we just say, I save all that for another video. But Dominic turning on Rhea was so good. It was a nice build to the moment, and everyone was blown by it. And number one, I don't even have to say it, biggest moment of SummerSlam, the Tribal Chief returns. Roman Reigns drops Solo Sikoa, something that we all wanted to see. Our original Tribal Chief. Or it could mean only Tribal Chief. Both is good with me. But Roman Reigns came back. Superman punched Solo. Spear Solo. And let me just say, this is the beginning of face Roman Reigns as the Tribal Chief. And I gotta say, we all knew his return was going to be epic. We all knew it was going to get a pop. But it puts a smile on my face that I can say that as a babyface, this is the biggest pop that Roman Reigns has ever gotten. And he deserves it. He deserved it fully. Roman Reigns, ever since he turned into the Tribal Chief, has been doing great work. And he's one of the people that helped carry the company for the past few years. This bloodline story has been so fun to watch, and it's only going to get better. Because now that Roman is finally back, we all know that the Bloodline Silver War is about to begin. And now all we missing is Jimmy Uso. Jimmy, where you at? I'm surprised Jimmy didn't return at SummerSlam, but I guess they're waiting for that moment. Now, I don't even have to fully explain why Roman Reigns returning was so big. Anyone that's been watching WWE for the past year would know why that return was so wanted, so needed, and got the reaction that it got. So with that being said, SummerSlam was a great pay-per-view. I'm not going to say it's the greatest SummerSlam of all time because I might be just speaking from recent bias, but I would go as far as to say it deserves to be listed as a top 5 greatest SummerSlam. What do y'all think? And what do y'all think about this list? Thank you, Triple H. You really cooked tonight. And I'm looking forward to everything else that happens throughout the next couple of weeks of WWE with everything. The Bloodline, the Judgment Day, Gunther, you name it. Everything's about to be fire. We are in for a ride. But thank you y'all for watching. Like the video, comment, and I'll see y'all outside the next one. Peace.